Hi guys! I missed you guys. I didn't do a reading on Friday. It's because life was happening. But I miss you. Feels weird to not have done one. Hi. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I hope you had a great weekend. It's me, Katie Rubin, your friendly neighborhood modern mystic, energy healer, divine light channel, actor, director, standardized patient, improviser, comic producer, and new artistic director of Sixth Line Studios, sixthlinestudios.com. We definitely still have a GoFundMe running to produce our first show. So if you are excited to see some challenging, edgy, intelligent theater and you'd like to help me be able to pay my actors and designers, we would so appreciate your donation to the link below. Until then, here's your 3-card spread. I'm so happy to be back and to see you. My God. Hi. All right. In the recent past, we have the Goblins. Not the nicest. Present moment, we're still in this freaking dry desert. That's all right, though, because we're developing resilience. And the outcome is details. Let's find out. Let's find out what the hell is happening here. All right, so the Goblins card. Whew, it's nice to not be traveling for a second and to be doing this from like a chair. So I don't have to do the reading portion with one hand. It's a refreshing delight. And shall we? Let's see, I can update you on my family. My dad's coming around. He's okay. Our family went through some hard stuff recently, as many of you are aware. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for the love and support that so many of you have sent. We lost my stepmother, and that wasn't great. But we're pulling through. It's all coming together. Then I came home to California, and my boyfriend had COVID. And so I couldn't come home. I stayed with my delightful friend in Danville area. Then he had COVID. Then I came home and it was great. And then he got a resurgence. So he's in a hotel. So what does this have to do with your reading today? Dry desert, resilience. It's what we're building in this moment. Let's get to that in a second. Okay, so in the recent past, Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, the goblins remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being. I'm having a moment of realization. Please hold. Okay. I just had a lighting insight. You're welcome. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and feeling that you're lacking what you need. See how much better the lighting is now? If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. So the goblins are like, they're the negative self-talk, right? They're you were traumatized in childhood in some way, or you were taught or told that you weren't worthy, or you internalized that you weren't worthy somehow, or you weren't lovable or good enough or smart enough or strong enough or pretty enough or thin enough or whatever it may be. Strong enough, big enough, tall enough, whatever. White enough, social statusy enough, straight enough, whatever it is. In the recent past, these guys have been talking to you. Not surprised. It's holiday time. We're all dealing with family. And even though we can love our family, they can be hard, because they installed the original goblin buttons. So it's difficult to navigate these times sometimes. Also, just like this time of year brings it up, dry desert is the present moment. Let's hear about it. Dig deep for inspiration and truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. Let's hear just that again. Dig deep for inspiration and truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. Is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? You know, every time I get that sentence, it makes me laugh. It's just so dramatic. A dry, hot, lifeless desert of death and sadness. This card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. You're being required to conserve your energy. Starting to realize I might be on the wrong page today. Well, we'll move it over. Am I not on my own page right now? I think I'm on one of my other business pages. Okay. Moments of clarity, too late. You're being required to conserve your energy until after consistent effort you reach the oasis you're searching for. Consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of the outer environment. In a desert, water, essential for life, can be found deep underground. Go deep within yourself now. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you're asking about will not be found in the conditions you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. This may not seem like a most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is the most important place to find what's truly right for you. So again, I talked about this last week. This card keeps coming up. When the external reality is bringing you the experience of everything's dry, nothing's happening, it's because something internal is being asked of us. We're being pointed inward. She talks about it like dig deep for inspiration and truth, become resilient and adaptable. She says, move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work to discover the answers deep within you. This may not seem productive, but looks are deceiving. This is the best time to find what's truly right for you. I feel like in a way, my entire life has been this card. I've had so many times where I think I'm pushing forward in one direction, it doesn't happen, and then I get pushed inward and all of this healing occurs. I'm using this new process. It's not new to me, but it's new. I've newly been applying it with my clients, called NET, Neuro-Emotional Technique. It processes unprocessed emotions that live in the organs and the glands, like the physical form where we store. You've heard the idea the body keeps the score, of course, and the body can release the score as well if we have tools that allow us access to the places and the energies where we're storing our stuck emotional energy that's unprocessed. So many times when I've gone to push forward in an attempt to, how shall I say, get something on the outside reality that I thought would fix my internal experience, I have not been given it. I have been given instead many tools to go inside. And then when I go inside and do the work that, like, frankly, I just have to do out of like desperate need to surrender to reality, like out of no choice, really, I'm given so much more freedom than the external thing I thought I wanted would have given me. I really hope you heard that sentence. Sometimes doing the work inside liberates you such that you don't even need that thing outside you anymore. That might be great motivation to be grateful for the dry desert we're each in the middle of. Okay, I hope it's that for you. Details. This is the outcome card. The most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. Pay attention. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's assigned to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to the before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. So we're going within, we're doing our inner work, we're becoming resilient and adaptable. And as a result, we're going to come up against situations or a situation where it's important to look closely at the details. This is for the coming 3 to 4 days. We don't want to make broad, just listening in for how long in the future this is. 3 to 4 days. Yes, and what it means is we don't want to make broad sweeping gestures. We don't want to just toss that email off. You want to pay close attention to the words and the tones and the body language of the people you're signing contracts with and so on and so forth. We do have a freaking retrograde coming up. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm mad at it. I'm mad at it. I'm going to process my mad using NET, but I'm fucking mad. We don't need a goddamn retrograde right now, but here we are, becoming resilient. My boyfriend's in a hotel. I'm alone with the dog, and I'm becoming resilient. I love you guys. Together, we can become resilient and have an easier time if we do it together. It's when we try to do everything by ourselves that things just become brittle and difficult. What's that metaphor they say, like, if you're like, certain trees will die in the winter because they're brittle and hard and the wind comes and they break. But if you're a reed in the wind, if you're grass, right, you're fluid, you can move, you can bend. The wind comes, you bend and you stand right back up. So we're learning how to become reeds in the wind. Check out our GoFundMe. We need your help. I love you. Have a great